Myself, Dr. Abrar Ahmed, Head Department of Mathematics, JN College, Dhurwa. Today I am going to present a lecture on the second unit, that is matrices of this paper C6 for the semester 3. And in this unit I will define matrices and types of matrices, and if time permits, algebra of matrices, and then the transpose of matrices. Now, what is matrices? A matrix is nothing but a rectangular array of numbers in the form A11, A12, A13, so on and so forth, A1n, and then second row A21, A22, A23, A2n, so on and so forth. In the last row AM1, AM2, AM3, AMN. It is put in the rectangular array where Aij are real or complex number. We shall denote the set of real numbers or complex number by F. Horizontal lines is called the rows of the matrix, and vertical line is called the column of the matrix. And this is a matrix of order m by n. Now we define the types of matrix. Rectangular matrix. If the number of rows is not equal to the number of columns, then matrix is said to be rectangular. Suppose it has 2 rows and 3 columns. Any number of rows is not equal to the number of columns, then it is rectangular matrix. Matrix may be order of 2 by 3, 1 by 2, 3 by 4, where the number of rows and columns are not same. But in case of what is a square matrix, if the number of rows is exactly equal to the number of columns, then it is said to be the square matrix. Note that the element aii of square matrix A equal to aij, the elements a11, a22, a23, ann, a11, a22, a33, ann are called the diagonal elements of the matrix A, and the line along which they lie is called the principal diagonal of the matrix. Now, non-singular and singular matrix. A square matrix. In case of non-singular and singular matrix, it is necessary to be a square matrix. So, a square matrix A is said to be non-singular or singular according as the determinant of A not equal to 0 or determinant of A equal to 0. Meaning thereby, if the determinant of A not equal to 0, it is non-singular, and if the determinant A equal to 0, it is singular. Unit matrix. A square matrix, each of whose diagonal element is 1 and each of whose non-diagonal elements is equal to 0 is called unit matrix and is denoted by I. In general words, a square matrix is a unit matrix provided Aij equal to 1 for I equal to j, and Aij equal to 0 for I is different from 0. Example 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 is a square matrix of order 3. You can write the order matrix, identity matrix of order 2 and order 4 also in this way. And the row matrix. A matrix of an elements arranged in one row is called row matrix, that is the order 1 by n. A1, A2, A3, an put in one row is called row matrix. And column matrix, a matrix having one column is called column matrix. It is an order n by 1 matrix. And diagonal matrix, a square matrix whose elements except the diagonal elements are 0, that is Aij equal to 0 for all I different from 0 is called diagonal matrix. For example, 2 0 0 0 3 0 0 0 4 put in the matrix sign, it is a diagonal matrix. But in case of a scalar matrix, a diagonal matrix is said to be scalar matrix if the diagonal elements are equal. Here the diagonal elements, if you put 2 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 2, it is a scalar matrix because in the diagonal element it is 2. Triangular matrix. Triangular matrix is of two types. Number 1, upper triangular matrix. Number 2, lower triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix is defined as a square matrix A Ij is called a upper triangular matrix if all the elements below the principal diagonal are 0. That is A11, A12, A13, A1n, 0, then A122, A23, A2n, then 0, 0, A33, so on and so forth, A3n, in this way 0, 0, 0, 0, in the last row AMN. This is called the upper triangular matrix. And lower triangular matrix, a square matrix Aij is called a lower triangular matrix if all the elements above the personal diagonal are 0. That is general form A11, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then A21, A22 in the second row put 0, 0, 0, and in the third row A31, A32, A32, A31, A32, A33, and then 0, 0, 0, in this way AN1, AN2, N3, AN3 dash AMN. Now we define the algebraic laws or algebra of matrices for addition. Commutative law for addition holds, that is A equal to Aij and B equal to Bij be two matrix, then A plus B equal to B plus A holds. Number 2, associative law for addition. If A, B, C are conformal for addition, then A plus B plus C put in bracket equal to A plus, then B plus C put in bracket, where A equal to Aij, B equal to Bij, and C equal to Cij be M by N matrices. Existence of additive identity. If 0 is the null matrix of order M by N, then A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A for every M by N matrix A. Let A equal to Aij be a matrix of order M by N, then 0 matrix of the order M by N. Existence of additive inverse. Let A equal to Aij be a matrix of order M by N, then the negative of the matrix is defined as the matrix minus Aij is denoted by minus A. So thus A plus then minus A equal to 0, which is the identity element of the matrix. In matrix, it is to be noted that the cancellation law also holds good, that is A plus C equal to B plus C implies A plus B, and C plus A equal to C plus B equal to A plus B. Algebraic laws for multiplication. In commutative law, in general, AB not equal to BA. In matrix, commutative law in general does not hold, meaning thereby AB not equal to BA. A and B are conformal for the product AB and BA when they are the matrices of M by N and N by M order. If A and B are conformal for the product AB and B and C are conformal for the product BC, then AB put in bracket, then C equal to A put in bracket BC. We let A, B, C be M by N, N by P and P by Q matrix, then A equal to A by J, B equal to B by J, C equal to Cij. Distributive law. If A and B are conformal for the product AB, B and C are conformal for addition, then A, B plus C in bracket equal to AB plus AC. A matrix A such that A square A is called the idempotent. A matrix A such that A square equal to A is called the idempotent matrix. You can show that A equal to 2 minus 4 in the first row, minus 1, 3, 4, 1 minus 2 minus 3 is idempotent matrix. If you multiply this matrix by the same matrix, you get the matrix itself. So this is the idempotent matrix. Now the transpose of the matrix. Definition: the matrix obtained from a given matrix A by interchanging its row and columns is called the transpose of A, is denoted by A dash or AT. For example, if you put 1, 3 in the first row, second row 4, 5, and third row 6, 8, we take the transpose, we get the first row 1, 4, 6 and 3, 5, 8. So this is the transpose of the matrix. The properties of the transpose of the matrix: if you take the A complement of the complement, then the matrix itself, and A plus B complement is equal to A complement plus B complement, where A and B are conformal for addition, and third one, A B complement equal to B complement A complement, that is in reverse order, where A and B are conformal for the product AB. It can be similarly proved that A, B, C and the whole transpose is equal to C transpose, then B transpose, then A transpose. If A is a square matrix, then the determinant of A is equal to the transpose determinant of the transpose of A, and that is the same. Symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. We define the symmetric matrix and we define the skew symmetric matrix. A square matrix Aij is said to be symmetric if A equal to A dash, that is if Aij equal to Aj. For example, we take a matrix in the first row AHG, HBF, second row and third row GFC, and we take the transpose, we again get the same matrix in the first row AHG, second row HBF, second row, third row HFG. That is A equal to A dash, therefore A is symmetric. Another definition of skew symmetric matrix definition: a square matrix Aij is said to be a skew symmetric matrix if A equal to minus A transpose, that is if Aij equal to minus Aj. You can take an example: A equal to, in the first row 0 AB, and the second row minus A 0 C, in the third row minus B minus C 0 is a skew symmetric matrix, and we see that if you take the transpose of it, we will get the A equal to minus A transpose. In the next class, I will try to prove some properties of the skew symmetric matrix, and then we will define how to find the adjoint and inverse of the matrix and different ways of finding the inverses. And this completes the one question which is being asked in your paper C6 in the unit 2 for the semester 3. And once again, thank you very much, and thank you very much again for hearing my lecture.